get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'm a poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad.
So, good evening, people. Welcome back to another match reaction, and it's finished PSV 1, Arsenal 1. We finished the group off with a draw, a ball draw tonight. It was so boring. Listening to them commentators waffle as well was just not helping whatsoever. And look, I think one of the positives tonight was when the full-time whistle went, because again, like I said, it was a ball fest. No one really wanted to win it, although at times I thought PSV were looking very dangerous and created the better opportunities. We should have won it at the end with Trossard, but at the end of the day, the points are shared, and we finished top of the Champions League group. And this weekend, well, we've got bigger things to worry about. So if we look up the Champions League group, give me 2 secs. So obviously Arsenal first, PSV came out in second, Lens third, and Sevilla bottom. I mean, who saw that coming? Yeah, they're not even going to be playing Europa League next season. Sorry, not next season. You know what I mean. For the rest of this year. So, wait, what am I on about? It's next year, isn't it? When you play the knockout stages. God, my brain's not functioning properly. But anyway, tonight, as I said, I mean, in terms of the performance, I'm not going to repeat myself 3 times, but yeah, in terms of the performance, yeah, there were a couple of standouts. Other than that, yeah, they've pretty much proved why they haven't been starting. Like, Arteta, although top of the group. We've been excellent in the Champions League. He pissed me off big time tonight. I can't lie. The substitutions. What is he playing at? We have 3 youngsters on the bench dying for their opportunity. Dream made come true for them to be in the Champions League squad. And we throw on the likes of Declan Rice at centre half. And look, I know he had no choice anyway to sub off El Neni, but still, you bring off Saliba, which I would have done. You bring him on. Sorry, you bring him off for Declan Rice, who isn't even a centre half. When was the last time he played centre half? I can't remember. I can't even remember him playing centre half for West Ham, let alone Arsenal. And then you play Ben White as the right back when you could have easily shifted Ben White as the centre half alongside Gabriel or Kivy or whoever, and then brung on Walters. Cedric, we have Cedric starting Champions League games. And this is why I told, man, that our squad depth isn't as good as you think it is. Or else we wouldn't have to rely on starting Cedric in these sort of games. Cedric. And you know what? I don't think he had an awful game. But still, this is a guy that will be on his way out in the summer. And he's in front of a player that is going to be here for the foreseeable future in Walters. At least he has a future at Arsenal Football Club. Cedric doesn't. He's 33, 32. I need to Google this. How old is Cedric? Why has it not come up? 32. 32-year-old Cedric is starting for Arsenal in the Champions League. Now, no, it didn't mean anything, whether we lost or won tonight, but still, this was a great opportunity to use the so-called great squad depth we have, which hopefully would have included the youngsters, and the manager didn't do that tonight. It's baffling. You could tell by the expressions of the of the youngsters' faces. They're like, well, what a wasteful journey. It's as if we brought them along for the vacation. Literally. Big up Luca. I know you are live at the moment. I will tune in later on once I've done. Big up Ryan Tune as always. But yeah, although I'm happy that we are through, and look, bring on the knockout stages. But it just proves tonight that a lot of these fringe players need to be binned in January. And I'm not saying it in a nasty tone. It's just they are not good enough. I thought Reece Nelson tonight was by far the standout. Was involved in the Eddie Nketiah goal. And overall, he does deserve his flowers. I feel like he's got to be given more minutes, considering that was his first Champions League start. Nketiah, I mean, other than the goal, bro must have lost the ball like 7 times in that second half, man. Yeah, again, still not the answer. And look, no surprise, when there's no pressure, he turns up. He actually knows where the back of the net is. So, look, well done for the goal, Eddie, but still, you've got to do a whole lot more. Trossard's tonight was really poor. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Trossard, but can he actually re-bleach his hair? Because with bleached hair, man was on smoke. And then since he's gone back to the generic colour, he's just turned into an absolute shambles. Should have scored the winner. Against Aston Villa was really poor. Luton, I don't think he did a whole lot. I mean, at the moment, Reece Nelson is doing more than you, mate. And I'm a huge fan of Trossard. But at the moment, should you be receiving more minutes than Reece Nelson? I don't think so. But that's just me. And I know that may throw a lot of you guys off. Because Trossard, again, is my guy. He's been a brilliant signing for Arsenal. But I don't know, he's just not clicking. And at the same time, I don't necessarily blame him because he's been thrown into plenty of different positions. One time he's on the right, then the left, then he's up top. I think he's more effective up top than he is down the flanks. Because he's not that guy who relies on pace. And surely a man in form would have scored that chance at the end. Kivior, I can't lie, had a nightmare. He will have Bakayoko in his nightmares tonight, man. But again, I don't blame him because he's not a left back. Gabriel misjudged a couple of balls that were towards him, but other than that, he was all right. Made a vital block at the start of the game that could have easily ended up a goal for PSV. It was him and Saliba. So fair play to them both. I mean, they shouldn't have even started tonight because you're risking consequences otherwise because we'll then have to throw these sort of players back in. You hear what I'm saying? Look, this is not me ranting. I'm just a little bit concerned how things are fizzling out at the moment. Jorginho, you know what? I thought Jorginho, Havertz and El Neni were okay tonight. It's just, I'm worried about the front line, man. Nketiah, Trossard. I know Nketiah got the goal, but what else did he really offer? This is what I'm saying. If it's not goal scoring, what does this guy even do? At least when Jesus isn't scoring goals, he offers not even the same output as, sorry, not output, outcome as Jay. It's ridiculous, the drop off between him and Nketiah. I don't know, but again, I'm not ranting tonight because inside, I'm happy that we've topped the group and we can now look forward to the more exciting part, and that is who we are going to get in the round of 16. But if we have to rely on these players, that, well, the vast majority of them, to play, I don't know. I really don't. I was really disappointed that I didn't see Winery in particular because surely, because we made history in the Premier League last year, bringing him on at 15 years of age. So surely we should be aware of that and giving him minutes now. If he would have come on, surely he would have been the youngest player to ever make an appearance in the Champions League. I could be wrong, but Mate, I don't know. Brighton, obviously, this weekend is the main focus. We've got to gather back together and look. We've got to be wary. Brighton are our bogey side. Hence why I was livid at the manager for bringing on players like Rice. Like, what is the point? It was such a waste of time bringing all of our senior players on when it didn't really make much of a difference. Like, we brung Jesus on with 2 minutes to go. What exactly is he going to do in that short amount of time? I don't know. But again, I am happy that we are top of the group. But let's be honest, we should be top in that group. It's the Europa League standard group. And at the end of the day, we should be winning that with no concerns. So there you go. People can say I'm overreacting. At the end of the day, I'm seeing it how it is. And I've always done so. Because what I've seen of recent, even in the Luton game that we won, there was still some warning signs there we had to rectify. And at the week against Aston Villa, the mentality was all wrong. And then tonight, I mean, average, man. And I thought PSV could have easily won it. But saying that, we did field out a weakened team. But tonight, there's worrying signs to them players, not only to, you know, the Arsenal fans themselves, but, you know, the fringe players, because that was their opportunity. I'm not saying all of them didn't take it. I'm just looking at players like Kivior, who, yes, he's not a left back, but he can defend, right? Like, there's a reason why you are a centre half, and bro got his waist snapped by Bakayoko down that right hand side. Cedric, like, I must have brought his name up like 4 times already. But anyway, with that being said, let's dive into the player ratings. There's not a whole lot that you can actually cover, can you? Because last game of the group ended 1-1. If I'm being honest, because both teams sort of rotated, a draw was always going to be on the card. So let's get into the player ratings before I call it a day. Starting off with Ramsdale. You know what? I actually thought he was solid. Comfortable with his distribution and playing out from the back. Yeah. Considering that was his first ever Champions League game, I'll give him a 7. Cedric. You know what? I don't think he was that bad. That's a funny thing. I don't think he was that bad tonight. I'll give him a 6. Maybe he could have done a little bit better on the goal, but at the end of the day, I think that was mostly down to Saliba missing that, misjudging that tackle. Gabriel, missed a few Oh, I don't know. I'll give him a 6 as well. I thought he misjudged a couple of balls in the air. However, yeah, it was okay. Kivior 5. I mean, look, I do like Kivior, but I think play him at centre half next time. That's all I'll say. Please just do not play him as the left back. And the thing is, we're not telling him oh my days, we're not telling him to invert. I don't know what's going on. Saliba, I'll give him a 7 because of that tackle he made in the first half. Maybe I should give Gabriel a 7 as well. Nah, to be fair, I think Gabriel actually made a couple of mistakes tonight. Jorginho, I'll give him a 6. I thought he was steady in the midfield, didn't do a whole lot wrong. And yeah, I thought it was all right. I mean, we get the gist with Jorginho. He always sticks a 6 or 7 out of 10 every single game. So, wasn't bad. Havertz tonight, I thought it was all right. I'll give him a 7. I mean, just look at this midfield. He's been playing in, and look, he's starting to produce. I thought second half he faded away slightly, but yeah, I thought it was okay. El Neni, again, I'll give him a 6 because, again, I thought he played well. Didn't do a whole lot wrong. Yes, I know. Sometimes he can frustrate you with his passing. We know already, but he hasn't played since, was it Zurich? Oh my God, it's been that long since he last played, and shock, he's picked up another hamstring injury, so that's brilliant. The front three, Nketiah got the goal. Other than that, not great. I'll give him a 7 based on that, but mate, he's got to do a lot more. Trossard was really poor. And again, I like Trossard, but unfortunately, I've just got to see it how it is. Nelson, I'm going to give him an 8. Man of the match. If anyone disagrees with me, then you didn't watch the match. And I don't blame you if you haven't, because it was a ball fest. The subs, I mean, they didn't really make much of an impact. I'll just give them all straight 5s. Smith Rowe. I mean, nice to see him coming back on. That's the only change Arteta actually got right, and that is Smith Rowe. But he brought him on with 1 minute to go, like, going on. So I guess, what, he had 7 minutes plus stoppage time? Joke. So let's submit them ratings. Geez, they're pretty accurate. 7 for Ramsdale, 6 for Cedric, 6 for Gabriel, 5 for Kivior, 5 for Saliba. Okay, that's one of them that someone disagrees with me. Heavily disagrees with me, in fact. Jorginho, 5. Yeah, I'll go along with that. 6 for Havertz, 5 for El Neni, 7 for Nketiah, 5 for Trossard. I actually think that is a little bit generous. 7 for Nelson, and then the rest of the subs get 5s. The manager, I'm going to give him a straight 5 as well. Substitutions, I just couldn't get my head around them. I don't know what we were thinking when we had youngsters on the bench who were waiting for their opportunity. And yeah, I was pissed off that we couldn't see any of them. Big up Jordan in the chat. Millie over Luca, Rory. What do you mean by that? Do you mean Millie is watching Luca over me? I don't give 2 tosses, to be honest. She can do one. And obviously, I don't want to share the whole story between me and herself, but she's acting all vexed for no reason, and we had a fallout. So yeah, there we have it, guys. Player ratings done, match reaction locked off. I'm sorry this is not the longest match reaction in the world. To be fair, none of them have exactly been over the 30-minute max anyway. It's just me giving my initial thoughts with some player ratings to round off the stream. So again, thank you for everyone who has tuned in. I appreciate. In fact, let me check how many likes we are on. So 3. Let's try and reach 10 at least before we round off the stream. It's probably not going to happen, but I want to wake up tomorrow morning and hopefully we have hit more than 10 likes. For some reason, I do get views on my match reactions, but I don't have many likes. There we go. We've got one that has reached over 10 likes. What about my lens match reaction? No, that didn't even get more than 10 likes. And I got 1,000 views in that. Weird. But anyway, again, I'm going to bounce, people. Thanks for everyone who has tuned in, and I'll catch you later for the... should I do a preview for the Brighton game? You know what? I haven't filmed many previews lately, so you know what? You may see a preview for the Brighton game at some point this week. If not, you know the drill, guys. Match reaction. Is it Saturday we're playing Brighton? Again, sorry, I've got to double check things, but I've got to double check. Is it on Saturday? No, I think it's on, yeah, Sunday. And it's not even on Sky. Hold, whoa. Surely Arsenal Brighton should be on Sky, right? I don't know, it's not been confirmed yet, but if it's not on Sky, then Sky are wankers, because who would want to watch the other two? What's that? Brentford, Villa, and West Ham? No. Oh my lord. Again, big up Luca. I know I will tune into your match reaction. It's just got to round it off first, and then I don't know. I might go on a couple of call-in shows. So if you are still streaming, then of course I will tune in ASAP. But thank you for everyone who has watched, and I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Bless.
I'm relieved to hear that you've been to some